You ever think you're too smart to lose? That you've got everything under control? The money, the power, the relationship? That was me. I used to laugh at my husband behind his back, thinking I was the clever one. I said words I'll regret for the rest of my life. He's just a wallet I haven't emptied yet. But when karma came, it wore his smile. And trust me, his revenge? It was something I'll never forget. When I met Daniel, he was sweet. The kind of man who'd open doors that bring flowers and remember every little thing I liked. At first, it was nice, but over time, I started seeing him as soft, predictable, and boring. He worked long hours, saved every penny, and lived like life was some rule book he had to follow perfectly. I wanted more. Travel, excitement, luxury. He just wanted stability. As years passed, my patience faded. His world felt small, and I wanted out. But instead of walking away, I started manipulating things to my advantage. He gave me his trust, and I used it. I told myself I deserved to enjoy his money, that after all the years of putting up with his dullness, it was my right. Whenever I went out with friends, I'd mock him. I'd say, he's like an ATM that never says no. One night, my best friend asked if I'd ever leave him. I smirked and said, "Of course I can. He's just a wallet I haven't emptied yet." What I didn't know was that Daniel was standing just behind the door, hearing every word. He didn't shout. He didn't confront me that night. He just turned around quietly and walked away. From that day on, everything started to shift. Slowly, silently. He became distant, calm in a way that didn't feel right. He'd still smile, but there was something in his eyes I couldn't read. I thought he was just hurt, that eventually he'd move past it. But I had no idea what was coming. A few weeks later, Daniel suggested we go on a short vacation together. To reconnect, he said. I was surprised but agreed. He booked a 5-star resort, hired a car, even bought me a new dress for the trip. For the first time in months, I thought maybe he was trying to win me back. But the night before we left, he told me to pack light. "You won't need much," he said with that calm smile again. When we arrived at the resort, everything felt perfect. The view, the food, the luxury I had always craved. We had dinner on the balcony, candles flickering in the warm air. Then Daniel raised his glass and said, "To us, the perfect partnership." I smiled, thinking maybe he had forgiven me. The next morning, he was gone. His clothes, his wallet, everything, gone. There was a note on the table that read, open quote, "You were right, I was your wallet, but I finally learned how to close it." Close quote. At first, I laughed. I thought it was a joke until I tried to pay for breakfast and the card declined. Every single one. I checked my phone, but all my banking apps were locked. My name was removed from our joint accounts, and my credit cards had been canceled. I called him, but his number was disconnected. Then I got an email from his lawyer. It said that Daniel had filed for divorce 2 weeks earlier. All the assets, the house, the cars, everything had already been moved into a trust under his name alone. Apparently, while I was out shopping, he had been preparing. He even attached a screenshot from my friend's phone, the night I called him just a wallet. My best friend, it turned out, had forwarded the recording to him after feeling guilty. The email ended with one line. Open quote, "You emptied nothing, but you drained everything that could have been love." Close quote. I was sitting there in that expensive resort I didn't even have the money to check out from, surrounded by everything I once desired, but completely alone. A few days later, I learned that Daniel had sold our house and donated part of the money to charity. The rest he used to start a new business, one that, ironically, helped women who'd been financially manipulated in relationships. The media called him a hero. I was called something else entirely. Months passed, and I tried to move on. But no matter where I went, I couldn't shake the memory of his quiet revenge. He didn't yell. He didn't humiliate me in public. He just let me destroy myself with my own greed. And the last message he ever sent me, one simple text, still echoes in my mind. Open quote, "A wallet can be replaced. A heart cannot." Close quote. If you liked the video, please subscribe and turn on notifications.